Hey everybody, it's Mondo, and welcome to another video, Cowardly Dog Howloween. Today we're going to talk about Mondo magic, watch the birdies, fishy business, and angry, nasty people. Alright, so Mondo magic is an episode that's interesting, that's really creepy. And in this episode, Curtis finds a magic kit that was left on the door by who knows. All we know is it's a magic kit. So obviously he starts doing a magic trick, and what he does first is making flowers appear out of his wand. But instead of doing that, he makes fish appear out of his wand. And then of course he does the whole. Then he tries again, and it finally works. Of course, the second trick he does is his biggest trick yet. And he basically opens the box, and out pops Mondo, who is a magician. Now, Mondo uses and puts them in the television, and then his second trick he does is he takes Muriel and turns her into this creepy alien thing. So, Kurt's, wondering what's going on. After the guy tells him he's going to go give him something to drink, pulls off his disguise. And it appears that he's the same creature that Muriel's turning into. So he tells Kurtz that at midnight, Muriel's transformation will be complete. So Kurtz tries everything to transform her back, like waving a magic wand over her, which he got in the kit, by the way, which doesn't work. And then him and Mondo go at it, trying to figure out. First, before that, he does the whole hide his face behind the hat and then make it look like he can change faces. Of course, him and Mondo keep going back and forth, transforming Muriel from this monster to being a regular different objects. Of course, we also have the whole doctor again, who gets turned into a head of lettuce. So, eventually, Kurt sends him into a little rabbit hole. He says, "You'll hear from my agent." And then he transforms Muriel back. Of course, Kurt turns and pulls the farmer out of the TV to his fast cat. Alright, the next episode is Watch the Birdies. So Watch the Birdies is an interesting episode. In this episode, at the beginning of the episode, Kurt and Muriel are outside being the little birds. And obviously, of course, one of them starts picking on Kurt. Well, this is waiting for his breakfast. Of course, Muriel gets abducted by this, I guess you could say she's a vulture. And, of course, Kurt goes to tell the farmer, who scares him. And he follows the vulture, thinking, he's going to be eaten. But when he gets there, he has ordered Muriel to watch her babies. 3 of them. And she tells him to keep an eye on them, but if one little foot is out of place, she'll eat her. So as he's going on a 3-day vacation to find a husband. So, Courage goes out, and the first thing that happens is the baby birds get hungry. And Courage, as he tells Courage to go find them food, of course he makes escargot, and Eustace sees this and thinks this. Oh yeah. Well, then of course he takes the escargot to the little birdies, and of course they don't want this. They want worms. So he goes back down and gets worms out of the ground. Of course they can't eat it because they have to have it chewed up for him. Of course, Courage does that. Eventually, they start playing with a beehive. Yes, a beehive. And Courage stops him, and he gets stung. Then they get hungry again, and Eustace, he goes get Eustace's bucket of bait, and so he runs up to Courage, and Courage throws a bee's nest at him, and he gets honey and feathered. So he runs off, and then the bird's mother comes back. Oh, wait. That's right. The worms escape, and when he tries to get them back, he grabs a snake, a rattlesnake, and the rattlesnake wants to eat the babies. So the reason why he throws that beehive at Eustace was it was aiming at the snake. And he gets covered in honey and feathers. And the snake runs after him, trying to eat him. So the mother comes back, and he sees Eustace that's covered in honey and feathers. Alright, and of course, there's the episode. Alright, next episode is called Fishy Business. Now, Fishy Business is, at the beginning of that episode, Courage is trying to teach his pet fish to jump through a hoop. And this bullet fish that's watching them. Writing down everything that's going on. And there's a knock on the door, and they had to take him back where they came from. After getting a glass of water. So they go down there, and they see the tribunal. Down there is underwater. Obviously, Muriel thinks he's going back to Scotland, her hometown, her home country. But they wanted to rehabilitate them because they're doing things that fish people don't do, and so they need to go inside a bowl, and since they can't breathe, they give them gills. I don't know how that works, but it's where they can breathe underwater. So they get thrown into the fish bowl, and then they start eating fish food, and Eustace watches the treasure chest that you've seen the fish decorations before, And Chris tries to get them back to the surface, but the squid guy decides to stop him, but he covers him over, and then he puts his tentacle on the fishbowl and one tentacle on the bus and drives it back up. When they resurface, the tribunal sees that the fisherman from before has kind of gotten used to the human life. And they take uses Muriel out of the fishbowl, and then they rehabilitate the fishwoman. Of course, when the episode, by the end of the episode, Yo-Yo's in the bathtub, and Eustace is eating fish food. Alright, so the last episode today is Angry Nasty People. So Angry Nasty People is a mean episode. I mean, it's not mean per se, because Eustace is the main star of this thing. So they just watched 1001 Dalmatians, and I don't know why they did this. It's okay. I guess it's supposed to be a parody of 101 Dalmatians. So Eustace puts a bowl over in the popcorn over Courage, which Benton Tarantella sees, and he comes up to him and says, "I need you to be in my newest show, Angry Nasty People." So he takes him to a restaurant, and he tells him to make the waitress cry. And Muriel tries by saying her toast is soggy. But then Eustace pours ketchup and mustard on her. Does the same to Courage. So they get home, and Benton Tarantella starts recording them. And Eustace, it just gets worse and worse with each moment. So, like, he gives him, he does different things to him, pours popcorn on him, and eventually, you see Benton talking to his agent and about that the star of the show should be coming out pretty soon. And we'll see who it is. So he takes the video camera out there to let them watch the video of them of Eustace being angry, being very nasty. So he finally shows a version of Eustace he calls Mr. Nasty. And the things happen, and Mr. Nasty's being very mean to everybody. And then Grace tells her that they should do something about it, and they want to retire. So we go through a montage of Mr. Nasty being mean to them, and then this will go by. She goes, "Hey, it's the ugly stuff. I see people, boy." And so, of course, this is also going live, so they some this he head back and Mr. Nasty pours trash on Courage and calls mean names. She's like, make it stop. I don't listen to extras. So Courage goes to the attic and finds a instant quicksand kit. And he brings it back downstairs, pours water into it, and then he takes Muriel and holds her over the quicksand, making Tarantella think he's gonna drop her in there. But then, of course, he starts filming them, and Eustace gets mad, and Mr. Nasty gets mad too and leaves. And so he joins the scene being nasty, and he drops Tarantella into the quicksand. He goes, now that's nasty. Very nasty. And the people that are watching starts being mean to each other. So, everything's going well, and Curtis and Muriel are watching, angry at Mr. Nasty and the farmer, who takes the money that Eustace has gathered up and says, I'm taking 95% of your cut. And the episode ends. Alright, so tomorrow we're going to talk about the last 3 episodes of Season 3. Which are Dome of Doom, Snowman's Revenge, The Quilt Club, Swindle in the Wind, King of Flan, and Courage on the Volcano. Actually, that's Sunday, but Saturday, I'm going to talk about the times about my favorite Courage moments. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'll see you guys on the next video.